Hi there team, Coach Alexa here. I'm going to continue my series on the pillars of health and speaking around nutrition. So the sort of theme I'm going to go with for this video today is variety. Variety is the spice of life, as that saying goes. And actually our bodies really like variety in our food. It can be a really great way to get lots of different nutrients in, so the macronutrients, the carbohydrates, fats and proteins, different balances of those, different types of those, but also the micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals. So thinking about how we get variety in a few different ways. So one of the things that I quite like thinking about is the different colours that are on our plate. So aiming for a variety of different colours on our plates for our meals throughout each week. I certainly, for example, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, a lot of my food was mostly beige. It was porridge, cereal, toast and pasta. Probably not as much, well, definitely not as much nutrient value as there could have been in that kind of a diet. But if we go for a variety of different vibrant colours, yellows, reds, purples, different shades of green, oranges, we can get a huge amount more of exciting tastes, but also, again, that nutrient variety as well. So often the different chemicals that make up those colours also go alongside different vitamins and minerals and the balances of those. So going for different coloured foods is a really nice way to, as I say, spice things up and get a better nutrient spread across your meals over the week. Another one that I've another idea that I've borrowed from a chap called Rangan Chatterjee. He has a great podcast all about all things health and well-being, well worth a listen. He talked about having like an alphabet tick chart on your fridge for each month and trying to eat around the alphabet with all the fruits and vegetables you eat over the month. So it might be, A for apples, B for bananas, C for carrots. Gets a little bit more tricky as you get further on to the back end of the alphabet, it has to be said. But it's a nice way of kind of gamifying eating a better variety of fruits and vegetables, particularly if you've got children in the house. Really nice way of just increasing that variety in a fun way across the month of food. The other thing that I've been thinking about, and this is maybe a little bit more specific to me, is that online food shopping, I think, doesn't necessarily encourage us to try new things. The sort of algorithms tend to show you what you've bought before at the top and encourage you to buy again the things that you've already bought. Whereas shopping in person, as much as I'm not a massive fan of supermarket shopping in person, can be really good just to get different ideas. Maybe find things that are on special offer or things that are a little bit more seasonal, so they're only there for a short time of the year. And shopping locally as well, sort of different corner shops. I'm really lucky in a way because I live on the outskirts of Reading, so I've got the sort of large town in one direction and then more rural areas in the other direction. So I've got access to a couple of farm shops relatively nearby, and they have a much more sort of obvious range of seasonal produce, stuff sometimes that I've never even come across in my life. I have to buy it, obviously, figure out what it is, what on earth I'm supposed to do with it, to cook it and prepare it. But even just little sort of street markets that might pop up in your local town centre once every week or a couple of times a month can be good for just getting local, seasonal, interesting food or ingredients that you might not necessarily have come across before. So yeah, have a bit of a think. How much more variety can you get into what you eat? Not only does it make it fun and interesting, but again, it massively increases the nutrient value of the food that you're eating, which will have a really positive knock-on effect on your health. Hope that's useful.